With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Achane on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and a couple.
Watch it, Oscar. Solo left Zion. Solo left. Deep.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
All right. Ready, team. All right,
Now Tua signaling to change things up. They'll run, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Go ahead.
And now an audible here into something else. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is third and goal.
All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready. Hey, 21. Hey. 20, TX. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll go. Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinal. Check. Ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Get it. Ready.
Looking to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Bring it. Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
The Lions at 7-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes it to Hunter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go.
He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Tua.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Ready. Ready. Out.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
All right.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
6 yards.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Let's go. Get safe. Go ahead.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Running right, here's Achane.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to Golden. He's got it right side.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 21 T8. 20 T. Hey.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Matthew Golden
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second and 11.
Go! 60 Bison. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates.
Now back to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 18 Pioneer. Warriors 70.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete right side. It's to Slow. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Cougar 19.
No. Check it.
Movement. Cup 19. 70 Ranger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's right. Crunch. 21G. Let's go. Solo left.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. The two is going to change things up.
21G. Hey, 21G.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua. Pass caught. That's Golden.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up. Scat. Corner, long.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Tua. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Ready. 21G.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he's going to step up, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
60, 40, 70. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let go.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
60. Get it. 68. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
Lions 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
A give, running right, Achane.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, back to Achane.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll go down at the 28. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That's good.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
The Shaheed going to go in motion.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Long. Hey, 20.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him. New set of downs.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Dolphin first down.
Go ahead. Solo left side.
Back to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
32, 22, solo left Zion. Check. Hey.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
First and goal, Miami.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get up. Hey, Cowboy 80.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do. And he's gone.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Okay,
Third quarter
ready?
of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Panthers, Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Hunter. Touchdown, Detroit! Travis Hunter, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Here's a diving catch right side. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Open man left side, Shaheed has it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
21G, 22, what's it? Solo left Zion, step.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. Go.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
70 Razor, 70 Razor, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lightning 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Go ahead.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
20 TX. Watson, Oscar. Turbo 1, hot. Hey.
After the turnover, it's Tua. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Motion.
Tua going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
21G. Out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
20 TX. Solo left side. Watson, Oscar.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Tua. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matthew Golden, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tyrell Dodson, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. '79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
They'll set up to throw.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. That is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Buffalo 18. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 2. 19. 70 line. 18. 5. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
On the play. And the Lions first down.
70 Ranger.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Second down, goal to go.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 4th and goal.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On the ready.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Hut, hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And Tua's going to change things up. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.